Hey folks, welcome back. It's Mountaineer. We're in the long dark, currently in a foggy day, ready to descend. Super loaded up. Okay, we're at 55.
I'll take it.
Ah, fire striker. Another stress pistol. Actually dropped too far. Can't even get to the backpack. Alright. Off we go. Oh, that was great. Good job. Are we seriously out of bandages? No, we're not. Okay. Wow, that was really bad. I should have gone the other way.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
This may be a bad idea. It's almost certainly a bad idea. Uh-oh. That was terrible. Okay, let's see what kind of cloth we still have left. Okay, we'll probably end up going down there, but... Yeah, we missed our window to get there. Okay. See, often we come down and we cross over here. It's been a long time since I went really high and came up over the top. What is up with this? Alright, let's see what we got over here. We're not going down here, but we'll take a peek. See where we're at. Yeah, I think we still need to go a little bit further over. Oh, another container. I don't think we ever checked these.
Well, this stuff will come in handy. Huh, what have we here?
Definitely have too much stuff now.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Finish off the peanut butter. Drop. Yeah, this weather. Oh, there's where we need to go. Hey, Minato, welcome in. 300 days in Stalker. You retired your Barb's rifle for Vaughn's rifle. I guess since I don't really play Stalker these days, I have no idea what the difference is between the unique rifles. We were just returning from the summit. Well, kilogram lighter, but twice the durability loss. So, as long as you're not, like, trying to use it like a machine gun, and just take the occasional pot shot with it, then you're fine. Yeah. Hey, G, welcome in. Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah. Baba walk, baba walk. There you go. Oh, a challenge for the cougar. Okay. Read us a poem. Okay, we will read you a poem as soon as we bring ourselves to the cabin. So I'm in the middle of a housing search for this fall, and I just had a new wrinkle in my search appear. I had been under the impression that I wasn't going to get into the on-campus housing I had applied for, and just got notified that I was accepted. But I need to make a decision by Sunday. And here's the catch. The catch is that this particular on-campus housing has a meal plan, a mandatory meal plan. So you actually are required to eat dinner with everyone. And you're still... They provide breakfast and dinner, lunch is on you, and what else is there? They don't provide meals for the weekend, so you still would provide, you'd have to take care of your own food for the weekend. Your unit does not have a kitchen. There is a communal kitchen. And in total, with the rent and the meal plan, it ends up being actually on the top end of what I wanted to spend for rent. If I find a place off campus, it's not as convenient location-wise, but rent will be cheaper. And I can save money on food since I won't have to use their expensive mandatory meal plan. And the two other people I'm looking for housing with right now are open to meal sharing, like where we take turns cooking like once a week or something like that. And so, yeah, I could really save a lot more money that way. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards declining and trying my luck with the housing search. But it's tough, right? Like, there's an offer in hand versus the randomness, the unknown of what else is out there. So I don't know. We'll see. Hey, so let's bring it over to the... Okay, random it is. Ritual. That's a newer one. Which reminds me, I do need to do more writing. Let's see, where is my currently uncollected? I like this poem. It's a weird poem, but I like this poem. Ritual. After the fires go out and the house grows cold and still, open a window, open a few doors, let night in, let the soft flood of darkness rise at your feet, merging with the shadows now pooling in the hallways and under your bed. Outside, in the fields, the stars have grown fiercely silent, their voices long gone, only the after-image of everything they cannot take back, their words, their breath, each waning burst of light, a sigh, a final exhale, and within that exhale, another story. Somewhere, a father lulls a child to sleep. Is it song? Is it the moon's unspooling thread? Some spell fashioned from the long shadows in the heart's caverns? And when the last light is gone, what then? What do we make of the wind, or the tattered red kite, or the man who stands at an open window, considering the invisible snow falling in the dark? How he closes his eyes now and extends his hand, or perhaps only the idea of his hand. How he leaves it there in the cold, waiting patiently for something, anything, to land and make itself known. Okay, so that was Ritual. So, I kind of like that poem. I kind of want to get into the mood of writing more of those poems, kind of strange, almost magical pieces, somewhat surreal. I want to get back into writing that. I think for a long time I wrote things that were very narrative, drawing on either my own autobiography, my own life, or drawing on the details of Babbage's life. And I feel like there's a moment in writing where you want to like shift slightly out of that to be slightly more surreal and yet still grounded in a reality. It's just a slightly different version of reality. So that's what I'm trying to get to, I think, next. I think it's one of the reasons why I keep doing like interactive fiction games. Okay, so you're here. We want to do anything before we go? Is there anything we can fashion? Our guts are not cured. Nothing's cured at this point. We could just make it all the way down. Go to... Oh, we do have to remember we've got all this stuff here that we want. See, I did accidentally stick it in here. Okay, so that's where that went. We've got 2 of those now. We've got lots of these guys. Okay, so what don't we need? Three fire strikers. Okay. Good stretch. Yeah. Oh, less than a week until the big drop and we get the new stuff. Let's see here. We don't need to carry 2 guns.
I could use this.
That one's all beaten up. Do we just take all our stuff and go? Maybe we'll warm ourselves up here. Yeah, these are going down. What don't we need? Keep 1 piece of leather with us. 7 rabbits. We could stay here overnight. Need more water though. Oh, we don't really have much here, do we? $40. That's a weird combo. Aviator cap, balaclava, and ear wraps. You know, if I make the Who is that? Sure. That'll be super warm. We'll just use these to get them out of the way. See, almost done. I'm not even tired. Oh, I could take this apart.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, I know. We're rocking it on crackers. Oh no. Wind changed. Chicken! It's just a little bit spoiled. It's okay. Look at how many maple syrups we got. 6 maple syrup. Yep, nice try. 75. Better than nothing. Oh, what to do? I think we're going back to Pleasant Valley. I think we talked about this since we spawned in Pleasant Valley. We really need to go someplace further away, so Broken Railroad feels like a good destination. Or Hush River Valley. One of the two. But Broken Railroad's more level. We'll get there without having to do any climbing. Broken Railroad also has a forge. Well, so does Forlorn Muskeg. The airfield. All the way to the airfield? Yeah, we could do that. Do we stay here a few days and let everything cure so we can forge stuff? We have all this food. We don't really need to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. No, no, no. Do we have fishing tackle? Let me try to do fishing. Do a try. Probably break. That's not bad. Wow. Definitely fishing is set high. It's 4 fish in an hour. Do another 2 hours. Oh, that's a huge fish. Another huge fish.
Too much to carry.
Definitely too much. We're at 71. So many big fish. Look at all those huge fish. 473. What's that record that you're supposed to beat? I think it's 4 kilos. Maybe it was 5, but that's a big fish. So we got 7 fish in about 3 hours. And we're absolutely... Let's see, what do we have here for firewood? Oh yeah, we've got a little bit of firewood going here. Actually, we can try to start this with Meglins? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Made it cook in 3. Good job. That's right. an hour. Should. Big hydrate, thank you. Yeah. Oh.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Yeah. Calling back a bunch of fish. Poor Astrid, trying to carry too much stuff. So what is everyone looking forward to in the update? Cougar? Misery mode? Hmm. $22. Let's see. Moving along here. So ways.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, so we summited. Still need to forge arrowheads and make bows. Okay. To do what to do. Oh. I think I'm going to take a short bio break. I'll be back here in a couple minutes. Alright, back again. Let's see how much more fishing we can get done. We leveled up our cooking, so that's good.
Perfect.
Oh, I shouldn't have built the fire so soon. Well, there goes that. No more fishing for us. No more fishing.
barely walk with this much gear.
That meeting with a mentor. It's kind of weird to be on the other side of things, where you're meeting with someone who is your mentor, as opposed to most of the time I'm someone else's mentor. But there's someone that graduated from the same program as me 10 years ago, currently working in government in data analytics and policy. It's not really exactly what I'm hoping to do, but still someone who's been around. So it was kind of fun. Oh. Alright. Oh, I'll be honest, I'm not certain if I'll make it the full 2 hours. I might have to pack it in at the hour and a half mark. Taking cold medication and it makes me a little bit drowsy. Yeah, I'm just getting a little sleepy. And here comes Mr. Blizzard. How are we doing for clothing right now? Oh, we can shred this. Oh, you know what we should do before I wrap up? Maybe we'll do a little show and tell. I'd mentioned I'd worked on another game a couple weeks ago when I was away at my classes at University of Victoria. Maybe we'll show and tell that instead of reading a poem at the end. It's not a terribly long game right now. It will get more complicated, but yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Alright. All rested up. It is day 19. It's a good place for us to break, I think. So we got another 3 days in. Okay, so we are going to pop over. Let's see if I find the right folder here. It's the right one. This is the wrong one. We want. There we go. Well, it doesn't let me do that anymore. Okay, well, we'll see this. Let me grab the. See if I can make this work here. Okay, so let's find this here. Okay, so this is the current project I'm working on right now. When I have a little bit of time. Called The Last Librarian. Oops, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay, so The Last Librarian, here we are. There we go. All right, we're good to go. Okay, so this is The Last Librarian. Someone needs to deliver books at the end of the world. Okay, let's start. Chapter 1. It is still dark when you arrive at the parking lot of the main warehouse for Great Northern Library. You've been working here in Yellowknife as the mobile librarian in training for the last few months, but today is your day out on the route alone. Your backpack with your lunch sits on the passenger side. The Arctic wind cuts through your winter coat, reminding you that you really need to invest in better clothes. The maintenance shed is to your left. And so in this game, instead of having your choices listed out at the bottom, like your standard choose your own adventure, this is closer to being more like a hypertext novel where you click on your options embedded inside of in the text. So there's no separate list. It's just you interact with the things in the text. So do we check out the parking lot? Do we grab our backpack? Do we go to the maintenance shed? So whatever's blue is available. Yep. I almost called it Great Bear Library. I thought about it. Okay, if you're too indecisive, we'll just do the roll. Okay, we got a 3. We're going to go with the maintenance shed. We're going to go to the maintenance shed. You close the car door and head towards the maintenance shed, forging your way through the blustering wind and piling snowdrifts. When you arrive, the door to the shed appears to be locked. There's an old snow shovel leaning against the shed. Hey, do we check out the door? We get the shovel. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Odds are for the door. Evens are for the shovel. Evens are for the shovel. We grab the snow shovel. You pick up the old snow shovel. Its metal blade gives the shovel a substantial weight. In the early hours of mental haze, you momentarily consider the shovel's potential as a weapon. Perhaps you might break open the lock with the shovel, or give up and head to the warehouse with a shovel in hand, because the weather report has indicated a good chance of snow. Okay. Okay. Odds with the first one, evens with the second. Okay, evens. We're gonna head into the warehouse with the shovel in our hand. Okay, clipboard on the front desk. Keys to the bookmobile on the hook nearby. What do we interact with? Evens are 2. Odds are number 1. So we're going to grab the clipboard. You pick up the clipboard and read off the list of stops scheduled for today. Bachoka, Wati, and the old Lemieux homestead north of Wati. If the road conditions are good, you figure it's a 9-hour journey. Hopefully you'll be back home by 4 p.m. before the big storm. Behind the list is a road map, with the turns clearly marked. The bookmobile keys are hanging on hook on the wall. You take the keys for the bookmobile. There are also several boxes of books you'll need to take with you. The boxes are pretty heavy, but loading the bookmobile is part of the job, especially now that you're the last librarian left here. You think you could probably heft them yourself, but it might also be good to track down a dolly to move them more easily. I'll do the same thing again. Okay, so we're going to heft them ourselves because we're foolish. You convinced yourself that it would save time. You would save time by just hefting the boxes on your own, but by the third box you've already started to reconsider the wisdom of that choice. Nevertheless, press on, hoisting the last box into the back of the bookmobile, its own shelves already filled with books. It's pretty full right now, but you could fit 2 more things into the vehicle if you'd like. Otherwise, it's time to hit the road. Okay. What do we do? Okay, we're going to try to fit 2 more things in there. You look around for useful things you could take with you. On your training runs, the trips had been all uneventful, but this time driving solo, you wonder if it might pay to be prepared for the unexpected. Sitting around the office are a fire starting kit, a down-filled sleeping bag, a first aid kit, and a set of snowshoes. Okay, what are we going to take with us? Because we're going to take the fire starting kit. Decide to take the fire starting kit with you. Hopefully you won't need it, but if you have to stop and warm up, it seems wise to carry a means of starting a fire. You can look around again. You see the downfilled sleeping bag, first aid kit, and a set of snowshoes. Okay, that's a re-roll. Set of snowshoes. Okay, yeah, it seems unlikely you'll have to use them. But then again, everything this far north is unpredictable. The weather, the winds, the roads, and especially vehicles. If there's a severe freeze, the bookmobile might not make it. So maybe it's not just paranoia to bring new snowshoes, or maybe it's just that you've always loved tramping around in them. What else would you take? You already have what you came for. Better check the office desk. See if you're missing anything else. You already grabbed the clipboard and keys. You're good to go. Time to head out. You climb into the cab of the bookmobile, adjust the mirrors, glance down at your clipboard. It's good to be out of the howling wind. It's even better to be done with this trip. You insert the key and turn the ignition. There's a sad, worrying sound as it tries to turn over. It takes a couple more tries, but finally the engine starts up with a roar. You turn on the headlights, shift gears, and start heading out of the parking lot. Okay, and this is where we're supposed to move on to chapter 2, which I'm still coding and getting ready for. But yeah, so that's kind of the basics of it. Now, a couple things to note. There's a lot of stuff we skipped by. We didn't check out the shed. We didn't check out the parking lot. We forgot to take our backpack with us. We're currently carrying only 4.1 kilograms of stuff with us, and it's 6:10 a.m. by the time we leave. So a couple things that will eventually make a difference. Spending too much time at the start means that you leave late, which increases the chances of you having bad weather on the way, and speeds up moves along the timeline for when you have a breakdown. Number 2, weight and inventory are going to matter. I'm probably going to rework the inventory system a little bit so that initially you are restricted. So there's like what you can carry with you in your hand. So you can carry one large object, which would be something like the snow shovel, which takes 2 hands to carry, or 2 medium objects like the clipboard. Well, let's see. I'd say a clipboard and something else that's like a lantern or a first aid kit. Or a near infinite, well, it won't be an infinite, but it won't track the number of small items, which would be like pieces of paper, the bookmobile keys, like other small pocket-sized things. And so if you don't have the backpack, you have a cap as to what you can carry. If you have the backpack, then it increases the number of medium-sized and smaller things you can carry. And then if you, and when you're loading the vehicle, you can load in large objects instead of like the other large objects listed. So like the first aid kit technically actually belongs in the vehicle, so that's not actually counting towards your weight. And the snow shovel probably should be counted as a large item for the vehicle once you get to loading the vehicle. So I will have to manage the inventory a little bit differently, I think, because what's going to happen eventually is when the vehicle does break down, because of course it's going to break down, you're going to be stranded somewhere, and if you decide to leave on foot, you're once again restricted to what you can carry, and it's going to be a balancing act of taking what you need to carry, and what might be useful in terms of like firewood or fuel or something like that. And a key thing is that your goal is to deliver a certain number of books. You should try to make it to your destinations, deliver your books, because you're really determined to finish the route, even if the bookmobile fails. Which is really stupid, but it's your first day on the job. You're like the postman. You're like the, U.S. mail. You never fail. You like go out there, deliver. So anyways, that's the poor last librarian is determined to try to deliver books. But books, as we learned from The Long Dark, are also very useful for starting fires. So if along the way you need to start a fire, you may be forced to make a decision about whether or not you're going to burn some of the books that you're supposed to deliver. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's kind of the mechanic I'm trying to work into this. Is it'll balance out inventory and some other decisions that you might make along the way. Anyways, it's kind of a silly game, but it's the latest project. I will still put most of my effort into getting the Into the Dark Woods done, though. That's my top priority. But people did like the Last Librarian. And I think they'll be more excited when it gets to like decisions that you make out there. And I may revisit the inventory question. It may not be as complicated. I may simplify it and focus instead on other decisions. So, but anyways, early preview. There we go. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. It is time for me to head out and get some sleep. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to raid someone, as we do. We read poems earlier, so we're good on that front. So let us see who we can find here. Nebs is up. Wow, there's not a whole lot up. Okay, so Nebs the McDoom. So we're going to raid Nebs the McDoom, who we've raided before. TLD player. Sociable person. Currently, looks like currently in Thompson's Crossing. Or was. Heading out somewhere. Okay, we're going to head on out here. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back, I believe tomorrow night is the plan. Let's see here. Double check. Tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night should be on. We'll be back. Thanks again. See you all soon.